Heat number 1 about to begin. We'll see them start lining up. There we go. The 333 of Corey Goodall is tucked back there. Ryan Nesbitt in the 74 there in the front row. Derek Nearhood in the 40 back there. There's the number 50 of Jim Belair. Patrick Coluccio in the 99. And looks like we're waiting on 1 or 2 more to get out here on track. Looks like by the number of cars we have tonight, I do believe we will have about 3 heats tonight before the feature. Looks like the 39 of James Johnson is out there as well. All right, we've got him coming down pit road. There is the number 74. He is going to lead them down. Fresh track for these guys. Ryan was out there. He spent a lot of time out there on the slicked off track. Hopefully he got some practice on the fresh track as well. And fear not, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we're going to have some Bristol dirt in the near future on iRacing, and I am quite sure these guys will be running there as well. I know Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee is working on getting the dirt in, and I do believe iRacing was going to attempt to get scanning and whatever else they needed done. But for tonight, Cedar Lake, the .375 Clay Oval. Waiting for that pace car to drop off. He is way back there. He is gone. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Nesbitt gets caught napping on the green flag. James Johnson gets a good run to the outside. Looks like the 39 of James Johnson might jump out to the lead here. But the 74 Ryan Nesbitt is on his way back. Oh my goodness, we've got one sliding back there. Looked like it was the number 40 of Derek Nearhood. Yes, it is. Derek Nearhood gets together with the 99, and caution is out for the first time. All right, let's see what happened. It looked like in that first turn, Derek had the same problem. He got in, and the 99 came down. They came up and met in the middle, and the 333 got collected in that as well. That 333, of course, is Corey Goodall. And that brings us under our first caution of the night. And it looks like by scoring, it looks like James Johnson did manage to complete that pass for the lead. Ryan Nesbitt is in second. Patrick Colucci is in third. The 40 of Derek Nearhood holds on to fourth. Matt Watford is back in fifth currently. James Belair is sixth, and Corey Goodall is seventh. One lap to green. Pace car will duck off as we come through turn 4. James Johnson's looking to the outside. Green flag is in the air. But James does not get the same run off of turn 1. We've got one in the wall back there. I believe that was the 333 of Corey Goodall in the wall. Coming through 1 and 2. No, it is not. Looks like it is James Belair in the 50. Was up running right on the wall coming through 1 and 2. He is recovered and still going. But we've got a battle for the lead, and the 40 ended up in the wall. He is flipping. Caution is out with 2 laps to go. All right, it looks like it is the 40 and the 99 once again. The 99 was still drifting up, caught the 40, and that sent the 40 up into the catch fence. Do believe he gets back on four wheels. Let's make sure he is definitely trying. Get that tire. Does not, he might have had, yep, he had the toe. .39 of James Johnson again being scored in the lead. Looks like they did not complete that last lap, so we're going to get 1 to green. We'll see if it is 2 to green when they come back by. And then we will advance to heat number 2. Currently, Derek Nearhood still on pit road after getting sent up into the wall. Looks like him and the 99 both having some trouble going through the corners. One having some trouble mid-corner, one having problems coming off, and they've managed to find each other both times. Green flag is in the air again. James gets another good jump on this restart. The 74 of Ryan Nesbitt, excuse me, running that low line. We are under caution again. Looks like the 99 might have gotten in trouble again. We see him coming through 1 and 2. Just ran up and caught the outside wall, turned him around, and that brought us under our third caution. Back up front, it is still James Johnson, Ryan Nesbitt, Mark Watford, Corey Goodall, and James Belair are your top 5. Derek Nearhood still on pit road. It looks like Patrick has gone a lap down. Let's see, it's showing him as still being on track. Yes, there he is. Looks like he is having a rough start to the night as we have 1 to green. And here they come out of turn 4. Flagman, flag is in the air. Green flag. We are underway again, trying to get these last 2 laps done in the first heat. Looks like the 99 held back just a little bit this time around, so he is going to stay out of trouble. Thankfully, the 39 of James Johnson still managing the lead, but Ryan Nesbitt really sending it in there into turn 1 and 2. Just not going to be enough. It looks like James Johnson's got this one wrapped up. Ryan Nesbitt comes on second. Matt Watford. No, Corey Goodall got to the line first, so it's showing Corey in third. All right, lining up for heat number 2. Oh, look back there in that Flaming Karma number 25. That is Gerald Thanos Poole. In the 32 is Dwayne Kenner up here. And you can see a couple of them are chomping at the bit to get moving. As the pace car leads them around, fresh track yet again for this heat. Looks like we've got about 7 cars on track this time around. Looks like Brian Mansfield in the 95 is back there as well. Mikey Mixter in the number 77 out here as well. Mikey was really fast in practice. We'll see if he can get past his front row to the front, and green flag is in the air. 32 Dwayne Kenner gets a good jump on the start. The 8 of Teddy Bivert is already up, trying to make a move on the lead. Third place, Brian Mansfield, looked like he was struggling coming through 3 and 4, but he is definitely going in there full bore. As you see, Brian trying to close that gap down. He's got Mikey Mixter right behind him, Doug Norton in the 52 behind him, and Gerald Thanos Poole. Looks like Leo is already out of the race. Looks like he is showing as being on pit road. Currently, it is still the 32 of Dwayne Kenner leading them around. Teddy Bivert right behind him, just looking for an opportunity to get around. Both of these guys spent a lot of time out on track once it slicked off, so they will definitely be guys to watch in the feature very closely. 3 laps to go, coming to 2 laps to go. Track is just over 1/3 of a mile, so these laps are going really quick, 13 seconds. Fastest lap so far by Teddy Bivert is 13 seconds dead. 1 to go. And it looks like Dwayne is going to hold on to it unless Teddy can come up with something coming through 3 and 4. Just can't get there. It is Dwayne Kenner first, Teddy Bivert second, Brian Mansfield third, Mikey Mixter fourth, Doug Norton is fifth, and Gerald Poole is sixth. As we move on to heat number 3. All right, looking at the third and final heat for the 305s tonight. And let's see who we've got out here. Lance Sponberg in the 11. We got Chris Standridge, new number tonight. He is driving that number 16. That is his dad's sprint car from 1984. Same paint scheme and everything. Wayne Bridges back there in the 92. Skylar Massey in the 96. Ben Flanagan in the 111. And, of course, Michael Whiting in the 44. Always one to watch. As they begin the first of 2 pace laps. All right, waiting for the pace car to dive off as they come out of turn 4. And Chris Standridge will lead them down. Green flag is in the air. Chris gets a good run down off into turn 1, not giving up any space at all. Looks like Skylar drifted way high coming through 1 and 2. He is running that way high line, trying to get up in some of that dirt, fresh dirt up there. Trying to carry a little extra momentum, but the 16 is just starting to run away with it. Skylar Massey moving down, trying to take a low line, but the battle's for 3rd and 4th. Right now, the 111 of Ben Flanagan trying to hold off the 44 of Michael Whiting. And he is going to have a hard time. Michael almost gets the position coming off the turn 4. Michael Whiting gets a heck of a drive into the corner, but he does not have the room to carry the momentum out. It looks like the 111 of Ben Flanagan is going to be able to hold on to that third position as we are just past halfway. And Michael Whiting moved up, changed his line, and gained a lot of time back on the 111. But in the meantime, the 16 of Chris Standridge, he is just running away with it. 2 laps to go. Chris has got 0.8 of a second lead on second place. There is Skyler. Looks like the front 4 are pretty evenly, or the second through 4th are pretty evenly distanced there. Looks like Michael Whiting and Ben Flanagan are moving way up the track, trying to get any advantage they can. Oh, Skyler Massey goes off the track. All right, we're in the 2-minute warm-up as they completed that one. Taking a quick look at something here to see if we can get the cars to refresh and show up some of these throwback paint schemes. Looks like some of them are showing correctly and some of them are not, so we're trying to get that fixed real quick. Still not refreshing the car paint like it should. Alright, trying one more thing here. Looks like some of them are starting to show up correctly again. Every time there is an update with iRacing, there is always some fun glitch, usually with these external programs that tie back in. There's Chris's car painted correctly now. As he tries to go to the infield. Right now, the fastest car on track is the 39 there. That is James Johnson. It's reading 461, but it is actually the 39 car. Alrighty. As they line up, it'll be James Johnson starting up front with Dwayne Kenner to the outside, Chris Standridge and Ryan Nesbitt, Teddy Bivert, Skyler Massey, Corey Goodall, Brian Mansfield, Ben Flanagan, and Matt Watford round out your top 10. '11th is Mikey Mixter, Michael Whiting, James Belair, Doug Norton, Lance Sponberg, Patrick Coluccio, Gerald Poole, Wayne Bridges, Derek Nearhood, and Leo round out the 20-car field here tonight for the feature. They will go 60 laps here on this very short track. And pace car should be driving away, going to pit road. Yes, he is. James Johnson will lead him down. Green flag is in the air. Looks like we got one back there blinking just a little bit as they went off in turn 1 and 2. Looks like he cleared up. And the 32 jumps out to an early lead. That is Dwayne Kenner. Caution is out for the first time. All right, looks like we're looking at Brian Mansfield there. Looks like he just struggled, got a little loose coming off the corner and collected the Quaker State car. I do believe that is James Belair. Looks like both cars are on pit road for the moment. Dwayne Kenner holds on to the lead with James Johnson in second, Chris Standridge in third, Ryan Nesbitt fourth, Teddy Bivert fifth, and Mike Watford back in sixth. Michael Whiting already on a tear tonight. He started in 12th. He's up to 9th. And Matt Watford started in 10th. He is up to 6th. So we've got a couple of cars charging forward already. Definitely want to keep an eye on that 10 car tonight. He's already making his way to the front. Green flag is in the air. The 32 leads them down into turn 1. They are nose to tail coming through the turn. 3 and 4 wide back in the back. And Chris Standridge back there slips back to 4th as the outside line seems to be moving. Caution is out. Looks like we are going to be looking at the number 11 of Lance Sponberg, the yellow and black car up there in the middle as they tried making it 3 wide. Did not work out. Lance caught the outside right rear of another car, got spun up into the wall, and that brings us under caution. James Johnson still leads. It does not look like anybody picked up any positions just yet on that restart. Doug Norton is up to 12th in the number 52 car. He started back in 14th. A couple spots behind him, the 40 car of Derek Nearhood started in 18th. There's Derek in that red car there. He started in 19th. He's up to 14th already, so he's going to be another one to watch for to come to the front. But these extra caution laps will slick that track off a lot more. That will affect some drivers more than others. Green flag is in the air. James Johnson leads him down, but there comes Chris Standridge on the outside. He had one heck of a run. He threw it in there. Back up in third. They are 3-4 wide coming out of turn 2. Oh, they're going to stick to 2 wide this time around. And this front group of 2 cars just cannot get any distance between them and Chris Standridge. They've got Dwayne Kenner in the 32 right behind him. Currently James Johnson is leading. Ryan Nesbitt is in second. No surprise to see Ryan up there, and I'd imagine as it slicks off, he's going to get even faster. The number 10 car of Matt Watford has picked up a position as well. He is up to 5th now, trying to run down the 32 and the 16. There comes Matt in that Fox Racing car. Right behind him is Teddy Bivert, currently holding on to 6th place. Skylar Massey's right behind them in 7th. Looks like Mikey Mixter in the 77 is also starting to move forward just a little bit. He started in 11th. He is up to 9th, and right there beside him is the 44 of Michael Whiting. Michael struggled on that low line during the heats, but we'll see if he can make it work here as this track starts to slick off. Caution is out. Looks like we have an incident with the leader. That is Ryan Nesbitt coming up on the 50 car. Gets up into the wall. The 50 gets taken out of the... He had to be towed, and it looks like Ryan Nesbitt will have to be as well. He is on his side and does not look like he got back on. Sorry, that was the 39 of James Johnson, not Ryan Nesbitt. I was reading names wrong. So the 74 of Ryan Nesbitt currently leading the 39 of James Johnson and the 50 of Jim Belair, both on pit road right now. And Lance Sponberg in the 11 was a lap down. Looks like he is getting waved around the field. He will come back and be back on the lead lap as we get one to go. And Chris Standridge is now going to start on the inside. Most of these tracks we see Chris running that higher line. We'll see how he does starting down low. Definitely with the green flag in the air, it'll definitely, as it slicks off, play to his advantage as well. You see him down there in the part that's not slicked off yet, trying to get some momentum, but he lost a ton of spots. And we're under caution again. All right, looks like we get one that runs up there into the wall and catches the 53, spins them around, collects several cars there. Short track racing at its finest tonight, folks. And you can see the track really starting to slick off even more at this point. Looks like that is the 111 of Ben Flanagan. And pace car is going to lead him around. They should be getting one to go this time by. Pace car will be diving off. There he goes. Let's see if Chris Standridge can make up the ground he lost, but right now it is the number 10 car to the inside. Matt Watford has worked his way from the back. He started back in 10th. He's up to second right now, trying to make a move on first, but here comes the 32 of Dwayne Kenner trying to regain his lead on the outside. He's trying to make a move for second. They touch briefly. He goes around, collects Chris Standridge. That is the number 10, Matt Watford. Got turned around in that exchange, and caution is out again. All right, looks like the number 10 and Matt Watford just got a run, clipped the 32 just a bit, and when he spun down, got into Chris Standridge. Looks like he might have collected Mikey Mixter and Lance Sponberg in that exchange as well. As you see, we currently have several cars on pit road. Ryan Nesbitt maintains the lead for the moment. Couple of cars coming back around. Looks like Gerald Thanospool is on pit road, as well as Mikey Mixter, Chris Standridge, Lance Sponberg, and James Belair all on pit road. James Johnson, Doug Norton, and Matt Watford being showed one lap down. And that gives Dwayne Kenner back on the front row. You saw him start up front earlier tonight. On that front row, we'll see if he can reclaim that lead position. Green flag is in the air. As they come around, no position changes right at the front just yet. But throughout all of this, we saw Corey Goodall be involved in an accident earlier tonight. There is Corey in the 333 down on the bottom. He is up to 5th already and moving up fast. 26 laps to go. He might have enough time. He is still within reach. Up, caution is out. And it seems like our cautions may not have, or our cameras may not have caught that incident. As we see a couple of guys coming around getting their laps back. I do believe one of those was Chris Standridge, and looks like the 11, Lance Sponberg, is getting a lap back as well. We'll have to see who else is getting a lap back. Looks like the 52 of Doug Norton is getting his lap, one of his laps back as well. 1 to green. And once we go green, that should put a couple more cars back on the lead lap. We'll see if some of these guys who are a couple at 1 or more laps down can make a comeback. Here comes the 10 car of Matt Watford getting his lap back. He'll be on the tail end of the lead lap. Green flag is in the air. He's going to have to really drive to catch back up to him. Because Ryan Nesbitt is checking out. Looks like the number 96 of Skylar Massey there on the outside. He started in 6th. He is all the way up into 2nd place. Right behind him is the 40 of Derek Nearhood. He was caught up in that early caution. He's up to 3rd, and he started in 19th. Derek is one of those guys that practices a lot once the track slicks off, and it is definitely paying off here tonight. 32, Dwayne Kenner, is back in 4th place currently, followed by Teddy Bivert and Corey Goodall. Corey up into 6th place currently. Michael Whiting in the 44, up to 7th already. Charging to the front, 18 laps to go. Michael Whiting in 7th, I would not count him out. Right behind him is Patrick in the 99. Patrick started in 16th, he's up to 9th. Wayne Bridges in the 92 back there in 11th. He started in 18th. And oh, looks like we got some activity going on here. Looks like we've got one car that just keeps hitting into the wall. I believe that's the 111 of Ben Flanagan. Yes, indeed. He is using every inch of that track and then some to try and get around. Right now, the 74 of Ryan Nesbitt is gone. He has a 1.5 second lead, and he's coming around, catching up to the back of the field. Derek Nearhood is now just about 2 seconds back in second place, and he's got his hands full of the number 8, Teddy Biver. Right behind them as caution comes out with 11 laps to go. All right, let's see if we can. Looks like there was. Saw that in action. The 10 just caught somebody stopped on sideways in the middle of turn 3 and 4. And Ryan Nesbitt definitely did not want to see that caution. He had over a 2 second lead when the caution came out, and he was continuing to run away from the field. Looks like some of those gentlemen that got their laps back got at least one lap back. He had put a couple of them back another lap down, including Lance Spawnberg and I do believe Chris Standridge. Now, some of the best guys in these 305s are several laps down. This will make for an interesting finish to the race. Green flag is in the air. And you've got Derek Nearhood to the inside, Ryan Nesbitt to the outside. Will Ryan be able to drive away with it again? He's going to have his hands full. He's got the 32 right behind him, Dwayne Kenner and Teddy Bivert right back there. And they are making a move to the outside, trying to pick up that second place spot. There's the 32. That is Dwayne Kenner, currently being scored in second place, trying to work his way around. Currently second is held by Derek Nearhood. And he is starting to run away as well as they catch some of the lap traffic up here. The number 11 is way up high into the wall. He is several laps down, 4 to go. Looks like we are looking at Wayne Bridges up there to the outside. He gets in that corner extremely fast. Looks like he was picking up some spots and just kind of lost it, ran down and caught the 92. And that gives the 40 of Derek Nearhood, currently being scored in first place. We'll see what scoring says once they go green again. But now the track is almost completely slicked off, and this definitely is going to play into the hand of a Ryan Nesbitt or a Skylar Massey, even a Michael Whiting or a James Johnson. Those guys, even though some of those guys that are further back with 1 lap to green, they spend a lot of time out here. They can make up a lot of positions and a lot of points right here. Gerald Poole had a rough day for sure. Green flag is in the air. 40 of Derek Nearhood gets a good run to the outside, but will it be enough to get around the 74? Ryan Nesbitt down low. He's taking Skylar Massey with him. Skylar is up on the wall. Caution is out. But it does not look like Skylar's incident is what brought out the caution. Looks like we're looking at James Johnson there on the outside. He got a heck of a run in and just got caught up with another driver and ended up down to the inside wall. But Skylar Massey was having some struggles coming through 3 and 4, trying to give it everything he had. And looks like he may be done for the night. As the 40 of Derek Nearhood leads him around, started in 19th up to first. Ryan Nesbitt in second. Dwayne Kenner third. Skylar Massey held on to fourth. Teddy Bivert is fifth. Corey Goodall, Brian Mansfield, Michael Whiting, Ben Flanagan, and Matt Watford round out your top 10. Some of your early competitors, James Johnson back in 16th. Green flag is in the air. The 40 gets way high coming through 1 and 2, and that gives the 32 and the 74 a huge advantage. As we get 1 to go, they will finish it this time around. The 74 jumps out to the lead yet again. He didn't want to see that caution with about 10 to go, but managed to make it all work, gets back and wins in the 305s here at Cedar Lake. And now it's time to watch these guys celebrate. And this is always, they have some great racing, and this just goes to show you it helps them blow off a little steam, helps them have some fun, and just a really cool way to celebrate once the race is done. And he is sitting there waiting patiently for the attack. Don't forget to stick around. We will have some interviews here shortly, and we will have the 358s here in about 20 minutes. We'll hop into practice here in about 20 minutes with them. As they pace around, nobody has hit him yet. Oh, here we go. Chris Standers taking care of it. There you go. That's a little better. Now everybody else needs to come pick up the slack and make sure he gets sent. Looks like the 40 of Derek Nearhood didn't get to him. It gets a little help there. Oh, his engine might be about done. He's going to keep going in reverse, so hopefully somebody can get a good clean hit. Yes! I do believe I heard his engine die there. All right. We will stick around for a few minutes, see if we can get interviews with some of these drivers. They should be joining us shortly. Hopefully we'll be talking to Ryan Nesbitt. And we have got Derek Nearhood with us. Derek, congratulations. You finished third place, started in 19th. That was a heck of a run, man.
That was definitely a tough one. Started in the back, and I was actually in first at one point, but Ryan got a good jump off the last restart, got me on the inside. And then Dwayne came out of nowhere and got me on the inside too. Thought I had a run on him up top, but I couldn't quite get him.
Well, you definitely had a run from the back, that is for sure, but still a great finish for starting where you did tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, I do believe I see Dwayne Kenner's name in here as well. Dwayne, second place finish. Great job, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Very happy to be able to stay there. I fell back a few times. Seemed like on the restarts I was falling back, but if I could get a good run on the high side, I could kind of pull them sometimes, and was able to make it back to second.
Yeah, you kept every restart. It seemed like you dropped one or two. Once you even dropped several spots, and then just came charging back 2 or 3 laps later once you got a little bit of space on the track.
Yeah, I try not to be impatient. I try to be a little more patient than some of them and let things settle out a little bit so we have a little room to maneuver before we go after them. But it was a lot of fun.
Well, definitely a great job tonight to you too, sir.
Thank you very much.
And I do believe we have race winner Ryan Nesbitt with us. Ryan, congratulations, man.
Hey, Doug. Thank you, man.
Dude, you had, with about 15 laps to go, the caution comes out, and you had over a 2 second lead at one point. Was that a bit heartbreaking to see that caution?
Yeah, I saw that caution come out, and I was like, I knew it was going to be a lot harder at the end because I mean these guys are fast. It was a hard race the whole way through, but man, when I saw that caution, I was like, I just lost it right here.
Well, now I did notice in practice you were one of the about 4 or 5 people that stayed out even when the track got extremely slick. You were still out there on track practicing, and definitely seems to have paid off.
Oh yeah, with these big 60 lap races, these long races, you got to get as much practice on the slick as you can because that's where you win and lose right there.
Well, you definitely managed to pull it off tonight. You were at the front all night as well, so heck of a run tonight.
Yeah, it was a little bit more misfortune there for James Johnson. He had the fastest thing on the track, but he had that mishap at the beginning of the race and it really ruined his night. But hey, I guess it's lucky for me.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but you still made it look really, really good, man.
Thank you, Doug.
All right, congratulations to all the drivers tonight. Good job, guys.
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug, for such a great coverage.
Oh, thank you, guys. All right, that was our top three from the 305 race. And stick around. It looks like practice will go live for them here in about 10 or 15 minutes. So stick around. Comment on who you expect to win in the 358s tonight, because that's going to be one heck of a race. As this track starts to slick off, it is going to get nuts. So definitely stick around for that. We will be back in just a few moments. We will get to watch some of their practice and their qualifying heats and then the feature race. Looking forward to that. We'll be back with you in just a few moments.